Hello students, welcome to online classes of Shri Mahavir International School. Today I will introduce you the second chapter of your SST, that is locating places. So this chapter is related with locating the places with certain reference points. So we will learn in this chapter latitude, longitude and grid. So first gear up exercise is given. You have to sing and recite the following poem. Round and round go latitudes. That means when we see a globe, when we rotate it, we can see the lines around it in a circle that are called latitudes. Okay. Up and down run longitude, that means the lines which are drawn in the globe from up to down, they are called longitude. Okay. Measure south, measure north. On the equator, what's its worth? Equator is a point which divides our earth into two equal parts. So it worth because equator point out where that location is, because equator is 0 degree. Equator is located at 0 degree. Round and round, up and down, from the latitudes and longitudes, find out your own town. Means from seeing the latitude lines and longitude lines, you can measure where your town exactly situated. All the continents, oceans, countries and cities are marked on a globe. You can see continents, oceans, countries and cities on a globe easily with the help of these lines. Without any reference point, it is difficult to locate a place on the globe, because if you want to locate your India country, you have to see the shape of that country and then you can locate it, because everything in the world globe will see smaller in size. In order to locate a place, we need certain reference points. That's why we need the exact situation, location of that place where it is situated, in which direction, so we can find out it easily on a globe. When we look at a globe, we are able to see only one side. And when we are in front of globe, we can see only the one side of the globe. Other side is at the back of the globe. So we have to rotate it to see the other side. The globe rotates on a pole that passes through it, which is called the axis. Axis is a point where the earth rotates, okay, on its own axis, that is called rotation. Okay, the movement of the earth on its own axis. An axis is an imaginary line on which the earth rotates. The two ends of the axis are called the poles. Okay, at the upper top pole is called north pole and the point at the bottom is called the south pole. On a globe, we can also see a number of lines. When you see the globe in your atlas book or wherever, you can see the globe on net. Okay, see the image, you can see it, and you can see certain lines are marked on that globe. These all are imaginary lines drawn on a globe that makes it easier for us to locate any place on it. There are two types of these imaginary lines on a globe: latitudes and longitudes. First, we will discuss about the latitude. An imaginary line drawn halfway between the North Pole and South Pole is called the equator. Okay, means it is in the middle of the globe equator at 0 degree. You can see the diagram is given in the left hand side. You can see on the page diagram is given. The part of the earth which lies to the north of the equator is called the northern hemisphere. Okay, the part which lies towards the south of the equator is called the southern hemisphere. So you can see the northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere in this diagram on the left hand side. The imaginary lines drawn parallel to the equator are known as parallels of latitude. You can see the parallel lines also. You can see the equator also in this picture, or you can say diagram, and you can see the equator at 0 degree and parallels of latitude. Now, features of these lines of latitude, or you can say parallels of latitude. First feature is this: the length of these parallel lines keep on decreasing as we move away from the equator towards the pole. You can see there in this diagram also the length of the lines are decreasing when it moves upwards and also when it moves downwards. You can see properly this diagram, you can see it. Second point, all lines parallel to the equator form a complete circle except the North Pole and the South Pole, which are points. And you can see the other lines are making circle, only the points, poles, you can say, they are not making circle. These lines are numbered. The equator, which is marked as 0 degree latitude, is the largest circle that can be drawn on a globe. These The North Pole is marked as 90 degree north. You can see North Pole is marked, and in this diagram you can't see, but you can draw the South Pole also, that is at 90 degree south. The parallels are drawn at a distance of 1 degree. Means each parallels of latitude has a gap of 1 degree. There are 90 parallels in the northern hemisphere and 90 parallels in the southern hemisphere. You can see these lines, they are 90 parallels in the north and 90 in the south. There are 180 parallels of latitude in total, excluding the equator, because equator is situated at 0 degree. The important parallels of latitude are equator at the point of 0 degree, and you can see in this, you can see the left hand side next diagram. The diagram is named important lines of latitude. First you can see the equator is 0 degree, okay, and Tropic of Cancer at 23.5 degree north, or you can say 23.5 degree north, and Tropic of Capricorn at 23.5 degree south, or you can say 23.5 degree south. Arctic Circle also you can see in the north 66.5 degree north, and Antarctic Circle at south at 66.5 degree south. So these are the important parallels of latitude. You can make these diagrams so that you can understand the lines of latitude and other important parallels of latitude also by making the diagram in your notebooks. Longitude. The imaginary lines joining the North Pole and South Pole are called the lines of longitude or meridians of longitude. You can see the below diagram. All these lines are of the same length. The maximum distance between the two lines of longitude is at the equator. Gradually, the gap between the two lines of longitude start decreasing as they move towards the poles where they meet together. Like the parallels of latitude, lines of longitude are also numbered and their total number is 360. But there is a difference between the total number of lines. Parallels of latitude our total is 180 and lines of longitude total are 360. So they are double. The meridian of longitude that passes through Greenwich near London is taken as 0 degree longitude. Means you can see we have different time at different countries because time is decided according to the Greenwich. Okay, near London that point is at 0 degree longitude. This line of longitude is called the prime meridian. The area between 0 degree and 180 degree towards the east of the prime meridian is known as eastern hemisphere. Which area is that area which is situated at east is called eastern hemisphere and is marked as E because of east. The area between 0 degree and 180 degree towards the west of the prime meridian is known as the western hemisphere and is marked as W. W for west. The meridian of 180 degree east and 180 degree west is the same line and is called the international date line. Okay. Now next point is greed. Greed, you can see the last diagram. The parallels of latitude and lines of longitude form a network on the globe which is known as grid. Like a net, you can see the lines are crossing each other and they are making the network of lines on the globe which is known as grid. Okay. The point at which a latitude and longitude cross help us to locate a place. To locate a place, we must know its degree of latitude and longitude. For example, Delhi is located at the point where 28 degree 36 minutes north latitude and 77 degree 12 minutes east longitude cross on the globe. So for understanding this type of thing you have to locate the globe on a net or wherever you find out in the atlas or with any reference book you can see and see the lines of longitude and latitude so that you can understand this chapter easily.